Hey guys, Shane here, and in this case study, I'm going to show you how I was able to take a product on the ClickBank marketplace, promote it on Instagram, and make sales, as well as build a list of over 1,000 subscribers, all in the space of 4 days. You're going to see everything from the landing page that I'm using, the ads that I'm using, right through to the offer that I decide to promote on the ClickBank marketplace. This is going to allow you to see how you can start your own successful campaign. This is a good way to take the ideas of how this campaign is running and factor into how you can promote another product on ClickBank, or whether it's the same product. And I think you're going to gain a lot of value from this case study. And we're going to jump into the 40 to 50 minute case study shortly. But just before we do, know that this product is on the ClickBank marketplace. It does have a recurring commission, and it's still very much in its infancy, so there's still a lot of potential for it. The other side of it is I'm collecting email subscribers, and that's gone up to over 1,000 subscribers, and managing to get over 300 plus people onto this list each day, which means that as each day goes by, this campaign will get more and more profitable. So I think that's one thing to really grasp when you go through the case study, is that this campaign has a lot more room to grow from a profitability point of view. And I really hope you do take lots of value. Subscribe to the channel. I will be putting out more videos, and this is one of the first videos I've put up on YouTube from a case study point of view. So I'm hoping you enjoy it. Obviously quite new to creating these kind of videos, so please ignore the M's and the A's that I have throughout it. But I do hope you take a lot of value from the videos, and leave any comments below, and I'll definitely get back to you. Hey guys, Shane here, and today I wanted to create a quick video showing you a case study on how you can promote ClickBank products using Instagram stories and profit at the same time. So I'm over here at clickbank.com. If anyone doesn't know what it is, it's a marketplace that you can promote products as an affiliate, and it's very easy to get set up and create an account. If you're new to ClickBank, you can create an account here, or if you already have an account, just log in there. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I go about selecting products that are going to make money. From there, I'll show you how I build out landing pages through to creating ads and other elements within the funnel. The tracking tool I use, as well as how you go about and create the Instagram ads themselves. So I'm just going to hop over here to the marketplace in ClickBank, and you can see it here. And from here, you're actually able to select different categories, or if there's something you want to promote, you can search. But what I'm going to do is just click and search for all of the products, and these are going to be these are based on popularity, high to low, as you can see here. And what you really want to look out for here is products that have a high gravity, which means there's lots of affiliates promoting them, but also products that have a rebill as well as upsells. So this orange arrow pointing up means it has an upsell, and this blue recurring sign here, it means that there's recurring commission to be made on it. Why do we want to promote products with upsells and commission and recurring commission? Mainly because we make more money. So when I go over here, I typically will play around with the filters. I usually select products with a high enough gravity for me to promote. Usually an average sale high enough also so I know that I'm going to make my money back when I'm spending on somewhere like Instagram. Typically look for average rebill as well. So these are all different filters that you can play with, and I think it's a good way to start off. But for this case study, I know which product I'm going to promote, so I'll just reset them for the minute, and we're going to go down to page 5 here, and let me find it here. Okay, so here's the product that for this case study that I'm going to promote. It's a video game tester, and if you click on this here, it'll bring you to the merchant's page, so you can actually see the product that you can potentially promote. And this is a gaming jobs online, and it's essentially showing people how they can test video games and test different products and get paid for it. And they've got a video sales letter.
Ever dreamed of getting?
And you can see the sales page looks okay, not the best. There's some good elements to it. A lot of improvements, I would say, that need to be made, but that's fine. I'll just go back to so you can actually see the stats here. So in terms of why we want to promote it, it's got a good gravity. It means there are other affiliates promoting it and making sales, which is the most important part. And then we've got an average rebill here of $51, which is obviously good. Average sale $52. Initial sale $170. Typically, you'll see that a lot of them have much higher initial sales, and the reason this has such a low initial sale is because they allow people to sign up here right away for $1. So yeah, so $1 to join, and what that means is obviously you're not making that much money from the initial sale, but what happens is this particular product, it's a 7-day free trial, and after €1 trial, and after the trial, the customer then gets billed, and that's where you're making the majority of your money is on the rebill. And as I said, this is a monthly recurring, so if people stay on for the next 12 months, you can obviously make a lot more. You can make a lot of money. So what I also look for when I'm promoting a product is, does the merchant have a good affiliate program? And in this case, you can see Gaming Jobs Online. They've got a full network of products that they're promoting on ClickBank, which is good. It means that they're quite experienced, and it also later you'll see there could be some good opportunities to cross-sell people over from this product to another one of the merchant's products. So here you can see they do have an affiliate program, and you can see that they give us the standard links here. So this is the affiliate link that you would use to promote the program or the product, and they have no exit pop-ups. They have a no video autoplay, but they also have a direct checkout link. And what this means is we could recreate the sales page ourselves and send the user directly to the checkout. So rather than sending them to the merchant's page, we can send them straight to our own page that could potentially convert better. So one of the other things to look for is, do they have other elements that you can use within the affiliate program? So for example, there's banners here if you were going to buy inventory on websites. But what I'm also looking for is email swipes. So these are email swipes that can be used, and they have numerous email swipes. And the reason that's good is it means that for this particular campaign that I've chosen, I am sending users to a landing page where I do collect their email. And and this will allow us to use some of these templated emails. I'd always recommend creating your own and changing them around a bit. These are a good place to start. And so let's just go back to the product itself. So let's pull it up. So here we go. So what I want to show you first of all is when you're looking at these pages, it's also important to really important to look at it on mobile, which is just something I'm going to pull up now. So you can go into more tools, you go into developer tools, and you can check to see what this looks like in mobile. So you can see, you can look at this on obviously you can pull out your iPhone or your phone and check it yourself. So let's have a look. What does this page look like on iPhone? And you can see on the iPhone X that this particular page, it looks okay. It's not very well optimized for mobile, to be honest, and that's obviously not a good thing for us if we want to promote it. But we can work around that. There's things we can do to create our own page if we really want it, and we can have this as the centerpiece, as well as leverage some of the items on the sales page. And these are things that you should always be testing. And in this particular case study, I'll show you some of the things that I've been doing. Right, so as I said, first step is to select your product. So we've selected the product. We're picking a Gaming Jobs Online product, and next thing we need to do is to build out a funnel to promote this product. So as I mentioned at the start, we're going to be using Instagram stories to promote this particular product, and as a result, so to be compliant on Instagram and Facebook advertising, you need to have what's called a bridge page. So where you send your users from Instagram straight to a middle page where I'm going to be collecting people's emails, and from there, that's when we send them on to the affiliate product, which you can see here. Right, so let's jump into, so as I mentioned, this is a case study. So I'm currently running this product, which means I've already created the bridge page. So as I said, we have a product. Next step is you need a landing page, and what kind of landing page I have here, you'll be able to see. So you can see here. So what I do is I build out what's called a survey landing page. And what this does is it kind of pre-qualifies the user, and it gets them to do what's called micro commitments. And as a result of doing micro commitments, it means that they're more likely to take action. This is a really simple landing page. You can see all I say is become a professional video game tester, getting paid to play video games. Some of this material is just straight from the landing page. It's always good to read through the landing page, and it'll be good in terms of taking items for emails, for landing page copy, as well as ad copy. So you can see under that we have answer the questions below to qualify. First question, how did you hear about this offer? So I'm going to be sending people from Instagram, so they're going straight from Instagram to this page. So this is a really easy question. So for the majority of people, it's going to be Instagram. Then next question, really simple. Are you 18 plus? The audience I'm targeting on Instagram is over 18. So yes. So next, it's analyzing their eligibility. And from there, what happens is the user gets redirected, and congratulations, you're eligible to be paid to play video games, and then they just need to fill in an email. So once the um, user gets to this page, let's just put in an email so you can see. So there you go, apply now, apply here. And what happens is the user then gets redirected to the affiliate page. And you can see here, they've landed on the affiliate page. So it's a really straightforward, simple funnel. I'll go back to it here. So you can see it. So it's a survey landing page through to an opt-in form. We collect the person's email. The reason we collect the person's email is because we can continue to follow up with that person. A lot of what you'll find in with these kind of products is people don't always buy on the initial landing, and all of the traffic that I'm sending in this particular campaign is mobile. As I stated, the page isn't that well optimized for mobile, so when we're following up through email as well, which means that some people will be opening it on desktop, or some people could be going to a landing page that we recreate to mimic the merchant's page, but to make it more mobile optimized. So yes, as I said, this is a really simple funnel. I will put down a link down below the video if you want to just swipe this funnel. You can do so. I think the most important thing is to make sure that you have disclaimers, privacy policy, terms and conditions, and contact us on all of your pages. Reason being, it'll need to be there when you're advertising on Facebook. And you also need the disclaimer at the bottom. And this ad is currently, or this landing page is currently running on Instagram. So there's no issues with sending users from Instagram to this page. It's already approved. But I would state things like talking about getting paid to play video games. That could be deemed quite aggressive, and there could be a point where Instagram decide maybe they don't want that, or this landing page isn't compliant as it once was. But I'm still running the ad at the minute, and my ad copy is quite aggressive, so it's so it seems to be all fine. So once you've created your landing page, you've got an offer, obviously. The next thing you need to do is create your Instagram story ads. So what I'm going to do is jump on over to a tool called canva.com. This is a really easy way for you to create Instagram story ads. There's also other ways to do it. Obviously, you could go to somewhere like Fiverr and outsource it, or any other websites that you can outsource and get someone to create the Instagram story ad for you really cheaply. But I'm literally within the next 2-3 minutes, I'm going to create an Instagram story ad in front of you, and you'll be able to see the process that I use. Obviously, it won't be perfect because I'm going to be doing it really quickly, but this should give you an understanding of how we create our Instagram story ads. So starting off, first of all, what I always do for Instagram story ads is create a border. So here we go. So I'll just put that up the top. I'm going to make this black. And then from there, I'm going to put borders down the sides. As I said, this won't be the most perfect one I've done because I'm going to try to do it really quickly, but you'll get a really good idea of the process. And this couldn't be any easier to do. Right, so there we have a very simple, simple border. Right, done. Next, what we need to do is we need to create an area for that, or an area that we can put our text in. So I'm going to create this here. Again, change this to black. You can change this to any color you want. There's a really good tool that I use here. It's an eyedropper, and what it allows you to do is to drop a. You can pick a color from the webs. For example, I can hover over this, and it will pick it. It will select the color that's here, and as a result, I can use that in borders or anything that I need to. And where it's really useful is you can match the colors of your landing page or your ad to your landing page, or the merchant's page to both your ad and your landing page. It's just you want to make everything look like it's working all together. So I'm just going to pull this back down here, and you're going to see this all come together now in a second. So because we're going to be advertising on Instagram, we're going to need to tell the user that they should swipe up, and for that, I'm just going to add in a quick little image. So here we go. Just going to turn that slightly to the side. And make this tiny bit smaller. And we'll push this up a tiny bit here. And what we want to do is add in some text. So I'm just going to add in a text box, and what we're going to tell the user is to swipe up and play. So yes, so for this I'm going to change the font to Larian Heavy. I'm going to increase the size of the font. So bring it up to about 80. Change the color to white, and you'll see why we're doing that now. Swipe up and play. Right, so for this particular product, the user gets paid to play games. So this is the reason why I'm saying swipe up and play. If you're using other types of products, you can obviously change that wording around. We'll just add in a subheading quickly as well, and that's get paid to play games. Simple. change that to Alerian Heavy, and then we're going to change the font to there. We'll also make this white and overlay it on top here. Okay, great. Okay, so that's the I guess the beginning elements that we need. Now, what we want is a really good image to catch the user's attention, and so what I've got some pre-installed here. So here's an example of one that does work well in my current campaign, and you can see. So one of the things to note is females, promoting females is really what using female imagery does really well on Instagram. And what we're going to do is position that to the back so you can see that there. Okay. Now just want to move this slightly so that we get the actual controller in the shot. So let me add this back in again. Right, that's just an example of what the image could look like. I've also got another example here. So people, and obviously the action that you're doing is going to be what you kind of want to have in the image. We'll put this to the back so you can see this is someone playing a video game, and that's a right, and that's the example of how we create our ads. So next, I guess to get these kind of images, best place to go that I find is you go to a place like pixels.com, pexels.com, and you'll be able to get really good quality images. Other option, you can obviously use Google Images and look for ones that are labeled for reuse, and you can find some good images there. But I think the main thing to stress here is you just need to test a lot of images, and this all comes down to testing to find out what's the best image, what works well with your ad, your landing page, and what converts into actual sales. So in this particular campaign, so we've now picked our product. I've shown you the landing page that's been used. And one thing that it didn't show is just in terms of, here's the landing page. It sent people to an opt-in. And I just want to show you some of this campaign's only live about 4 days, 5 days max. And some of the results that we're already getting. So this account is just brand new for this particular campaign, and you can see today 298 subscribers. Yesterday 313. Overall over 1,000 subscribers, and you can see that the list we have here is the gaming jobs. So we're getting a lot of subscribers signing up to the list as a result of the landing page that you've seen, and it's working really well for us. I'll just jump into my click tracking software. This is ClickMagick. You can get a free trial of this. But in this particular, in ClickMagick, just so far today, keep in mind there's still a lot of time left in the day. This particular campaign has had 385 clicks, or 367 unique clicks. This is total clicks, and we've had 2 sales. So we've had 3 sales altogether, but you have to remember the sales are for $1, and when it really kicks in is when the 7-day finishes and it gets rebuilt. So what you're seeing here is $13 was an upsell, but this doesn't include any of the rebuilds. And if you remember from the start of the video, the average sale for this is around $50 plus, and it's a recurring product. So chances are this product could make, so today on average I'm getting around anywhere from 5 to 10 sales each day. This doesn't include my email follow-up though, which is where I'm making most of the sales. This link is just people who go directly from the landing page, who sign up and then convert it. The email funnel, I have it set up differently, so it's actually a lot more sales when you factor that in. And here just shows you in terms of the people who have actually purchased it today so far today. So you can see that they were using Android phone. This person was the person who resulted in the upsell. Then UK and someone from Australia on iOS who purchased too. So there you have there's the initial results. Within the campaign, I have a lot of messages that are set up in a follow-up series, and you can so you can see that from within the follow-up series there's about 7 different things we have in place there. So I want to jump into this is the wrong Facebook ad account. I want to jump into the ads manager just to show you how the campaign's performing. So you can see here that the campaign is still active. So we're at the ad set level. You can see I've got multiple ad sets in this one particular campaign, and roughly spending around $25 a day. So you can see 23,653. So one thing to note is at 23.53, so that's how much to spend is so far today, and we have had. Let's go back here. We've had 298 people subscribe today. So, as you can imagine, from a cost per subscriber, that's really low. And I'll just get up I'm just going to get up a calculator here just so I can show you. So calculator, and so we have 23 53 divided by 298, and so we're paying about 8 cents a subscriber, which is absolutely insane. It's very difficult to get subscribers in any niche for up to 8 cents, which is what makes this absolutely incredible. And it's one of the reasons this is working so well. It's just the economics of the campaign are holding out. For this campaign, I'm optimizing per landing page view. You can see this particular campaign here. Sorry, the bottom one here. This campaign is spending the most, $12, and it's getting a 3 cent. It's costing 3 cents per landing page view, and a landing page view is someone who swipes up on Instagram and lands on the ad. So I'm just going to click into this one just to give you an overview so you can actually see it more. Just taking a sec to load, and you can see that let me move this over a bit. You can see so these campaigns are, as I said, performing well, but the majority is coming from one ad, and let's jump in. So as I showed you an example of the ads, this is actually one that is live. I'll open it here. Sorry, this is loading very slowly. Okay. So you can see we're live on Instagram stories. Here's the example of the ad. You can see it's the image of a female, and you can see it just says get paid to play video games. Swipe up and play. Image of the swipe up hand, and this is the image of the girl playing a video game. And next, I guess it will show you what the best performing ad in this group by far is actually a video that I created. This video literally took me a minute to create, but it's absolutely killing it on Instagram stories. So you can see here you go. Get paid to get. Let me load that again. So it's get paid to game, become a game tester, and then swipe up and play. Get paid to play video games. Really, really simple, guys. Nothing too difficult there. It's catching people's attention. And it's, as I said, a very simple campaign. So let me just jump into how I would go about creating this from scratch. So you obviously need to be in Ads Manager on Facebook to create these campaigns. Internet is very slow today. Right, the way I'd set this up is I go to traffic, so yeah, I'd go to traffic, and then you can edit in whatever your campaign name is. So you can use whatever structure you want. If you want to go US 18 plus, and it's going to be ClickBank gamers website. we go down to we'll go down to everyone in this location. So say we want to target the US for this particular example. Type in United States. Because this is a gaming ad, the way I usually set this up is I'll split it by male and female. I will bring the age down on this ad, and this is something you need to test to make sure that this is the right thing to be doing. But initially, the way to set these up is you're targeting quite broadly so that you can get enough data to actually really zone in on what's the best targeting to do. I'll leave language blank, and this is where you can input your detailed targeting. And this is where it gets really interesting, because on Facebook you obviously have the ability to target to quite a niche audience. For example, someone like users who like Fortnite, that could be a good example of niche target with this. So they are gamers. They'll obviously they like playing games, and I'm sure they'd be happy to get paid. They'd be happy to get paid to. Sorry, I didn't actually select this. So United States, right. Our audience size is going to show on the right hand side. But keep in mind we haven't filtered this down yet. So what we want to do is edit placement. And we want to turn off these because we only want to run on Instagram stories for this particular campaign. We don't want to run on Instagram feed, just Instagram stories. For some reason, Messenger's still on. There we go. So we have one placement live. This is obviously going to impact the audience, our reach, and the audience size here. So we're only targeting Instagram stories, and we want to only target mobile for this particular campaign. So that's obviously going to skew the data here on the right. A lot of the volume is going to be on mobile, you'll find, but with Instagram stories, these work really well on mobile. So landing page views is what we're optimizing. You can optimize to other options such as link clicks, etc. I'm not going to go into detail on when you use either of those in this, but don't bother filling in anything here initially. And then for budget wise, you can start off with whatever daily budget you feel comfortable with. $10 with this particular campaign would get you a lot of reach, and you should be able to get sales within the first few days. As I mentioned, a lot of the sales in this campaign, the majority of them come in through the email follow-up. Right, so now we're on to the next part, which is creating the ad. We select our Facebook page, and for this we are going to run a image ad. And what essentially we're doing is just uploading the right. So this it's obviously taking a bit of time to load up here, but as you can see, we're running this. We only want to run this on the in Instagram stories, so you'll be able to see what that looks like. Simple. You've already seen this image, and what we do here is we put in the URL of the website, which for us is the survey landing page. And as I said, if you want to just copy that landing page, you can. I'll put a link down below. And then for call to action, I usually just leave it at learn more. One thing you need to be careful when you're creating your Instagram ads is that you leave this space down here, and or don't put anything down here, so that you can ensure there's room. And then up here, obviously as well, is where your brand's going to be. And from there, all we need to do is create the confirm, and that's going to publish our ad. And that's simple as that. So let's just go back here. So what you've seen in this particular case study is how we selected a product, what we look for in a good affiliate product. ClickBank's obviously just one place you can get these products to promote, but there's so many others out there. There's places like Max Bounty, there's lots of other direct networks, and this is just an angle to show you how you could go about promoting an offer. It's something I'm currently running. I obviously have a lot of different campaigns live, so feel free to take this one. This is performing well for me, but there's infinite scale in this particular campaign. There's so many different interests that can be targeted, lots of different ad variations and copy that can be used, and you can see it's already making sales as well, which is the most important thing. And the biggest thing just to realize is just you've got to take action. If you don't take action, you're never going to be able to make commissions from these. And as I said, you can see from this particular campaign, just to summarize it up, this just today, you can see we had 298 subscribers at around 7 to 8 cent subscriber, and this 13, once the rebuilds, as you can see, actually materialize. Once those rebuilds materialize, that will obviously potentially put us into profit for the day, considering we've only spent $23, and that's obviously quite positive. Each one average sales around $50. I expect to make a lot more sales than this today, and as I said, it's still early enough on, so there's still opportunity to make more sales. But this is just to give you an idea of how the overall process works, from start to finish, in terms of product selection right through to making the sales. But one of the things I really didn't touch on, and it's probably the most important piece, is the fact that I've collected over 1,000 subscribers in the last few days. This is one product. I can now push that. I can now push them to lots of other products. And we saw back here. we saw back here, where is it? That the merchant essentially had multiple products. Anyway, so this gaming jobs online also have lots of other products such as photography. You get paid to upload photos. There's one for surveys. There's lots of different ones. There's another product on ClickBank around getting paid to test apps that people download onto their phone, and these are all avenues to increase revenue. So I think what people should, or I guess where people really fail when they jump into this feed first, is they don't collect subscribers, and that's going to be your biggest avenue to success, and it's where a lot of the money is actually made, as well as you can download the email list and upload it into Facebook, create lookalike audiences that you can then target on either Facebook or Instagram, and what it'll allow you to do is just really maximize the profitability of the campaign. And the main purpose of this wasn't for people just to have a look at the campaign I'm running and steal it. It's to show the process, to show the angles, and also to show that you can apply this to absolutely any product that you're promoting, sometimes with minor twists, and you should see success. But as I said, the biggest thing is to take action, test a lot, and you should see success. Right, so that's the end of the case study. If you enjoyed the case study, do leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Hit the subscribe button, as I will be putting out a lot more content. This is obviously the first in a much wider series. I'll go more in depth into a lot of other topics around that I've brushed over today, around tracking, which is extremely important, in-depth research into certain products that you want to promote, as well as how to actually create the ClickFunnels pages. I have a link down below so you can copy the exact ClickFunnels landing page that I'm using, and then to sum it all up with using something like Aweber or GetResponse, whoever the email third party you want to use is, it's going to allow you to get a lot more value out of the money that you're putting in on ad cost. So that's it. So thank you for watching, if you watched right till the end. And this was one of my first videos, I guess, doing this. So I wanted to really add value, and hopefully there will be plenty